Well, Umar Saab, yesterday DDC results, as you said that this is the democratic move, no doubt, but people give the response to somebody. What's your overall opinion about this as National Conference got a huge majority in the valley?
No, it was an encouraging election, both for National Conference individually as a party, also for the People's Alliance, because we fought these elections together. We made it very clear that this was an opportunity for us to test our own support amongst the people, because the People's Alliance was born out of a very difficult situation in Jammu and Kashmir. We ourselves were not sure exactly how much of what we are saying resonates with the people. And let's not forget, the BJP used its social media and other media agencies to try and create this impression that everyone in Jammu and Kashmir is happy with the removal of 370 and with what happened on 5th August 2019. Therefore, this election presented an opportunity for us to test the BJP's claim and to test our own support amongst the people. And thankfully, the results have vindicated our stand.
As you mentioned during your speech just half an hour ago that in future BJP will not think about the assembly elections for a very long time because this is the response from the people of the valley.
That's
you
true.
Did in the last year.
It's true. Otherwise, going by the previous life of the assembly, which the assembly had been elected for 6 years, we had assembly elections in 2014. We should have been finishing assembly elections now. A new assembly should have been constituted. Jammu and Kashmir is being denied that democratic opportunity. But I'm not surprised. As I said in my speech, and I've said this since yesterday, the results have been such a resounding blow to the BJP. Because let's not sort of underestimate how hard the BJP tried in the valley, using all its might, money power, muscle power, government power. They created new political parties to try and attract voters. They almost hollowed out the PDP by snatching their leaders away into a new party. None of that succeeded for the BJP.
As you mentioned, these were yesterday when you gave this interview to my fellow journalist yesterday. But BJP also got the 3 seats, and which results that the Shahnawaz Hussain said that lotus blooms in Delhi, Kamal khil gaya hai. This is the beginning, and this is the gradual win of the BJP. In future, it will become.
ठीक है, उनके 3 सीट उनको मुबारक. Then what about our 35 seats in Jammu? Then admit that we have a pan Jammu and Kashmir presence. Because BJP keeps saying these Kashmir-based parties. But if we are Kashmir-based with 35 seats in Jammu, then you are not even fully Jammu-based. Because BJP gets the majority of its seats from 4 or 5 districts. I think it is high time that the BJP accepts that there is only one political party with a presence across the erstwhile state of Jammu and Kashmir. And I'm including Kargil and Leh in that. And that is Jammu and Kashmir National Conference. Now, as far as the 3 seats of the BJP are concerned, if you go into some detail as to how they won those seats, it will become very clear. In at least 2 of those seats, poor selection of mandate by the People's Alliance gifted those seats to the BJP. And also the boycott in South Kashmir, where the turnout of voters was so poor that BJP was able to win the seat. But चलिए कोई नहीं, जो जीता वही सिकंदर. 3 सीटों में वो जीते, उनको मुबारक. हमें 35 सीटें जम्मू में मिली, हमें मुबारक.
BJP organized a number of big rallies, but Gupkar Evans didn't manage to organize the big rallies, including Dal Lake. But despite that, PAGD got a huge response. Do you think somewhere people have a eternal pain?
I believe so. We deliberately chose not to campaign. We decided that it was more important for the agenda to speak than for the leaders to speak. Unlike the BJP, which mounted a high decibel campaign, lots of advertising in the media, even their newly supported local party. Every news bulletin, the advertisement was of that party holding its election symbol. But the results are in front of you. It is a fact that the majority of the people of Jammu and Kashmir, I don't say 100%, because that would be incorrect, but the truth is that the majority of the people of Jammu and Kashmir are pained by what was done on 5th August 2019.
One thing is very interesting and common which we are seeing that in Kashmir Valley, BAGD or other people got a majority. In Jammu, BJP got a majority. Do you think this looks like a regionalism somewhere?
Now, BJP got a majority in how many districts? 4 or 5. BAGD has got a majority in 13 districts. If we are able to arrive at an understanding with Congress and some independents, we will probably be able to take 15 districts. 15 districts out of 20. There is no regional divide. There is an ideological divide, but that is to be expected. As I said in an answer to an earlier question, I don't claim 100% of the people support me. That claim was made by the BJP. They were the ones saying that 100% of the people of Jammu and Kashmir support what happened on 5th August 2019. That claim has been debunked now. I accept that there are people in Jammu and Kashmir who welcome what happened in August 2019. But this election has proven those people were in a minority. And in a democracy, in a parliamentary democracy, the view of the majority is what counts. And the majority does not support what was done on 5th August 2019. You cannot hold us hostage to a minority view. A minority view is not democracy. Democracy is majority view. And the majority of the people of Jammu and Kashmir, in Jammu province, in Kashmir province, they support what PAGD stands for.
As you said that the BJP said Kamal khil gaya, lotus blew in valley, and just half an hour ago some statement came from the Ram Madhav, as he said, the winning results in Kashmir Valley is the results of policies implemented by Government of India for the development of the valley.
Now, if 3 seats is a victory, then what can I say? 3 seats wins and 70 seats loses, so theek hai na? If your mathematics is so bad,
The result is because of the policies implemented.
What victory? The alliance has won an overwhelming majority of seats. If you add all the parties opposed to the BJP, then it is like a 2/3 margin. So where is the question of victory? And what policies are you talking about? If you are so happy with the results and you're saying that this is a victory for democracy and these peaceful elections have never been seen before, I challenge you, reopen 4G tomorrow. I challenge you. अगर आपको इतना ही अपने इस पे गर्व है कि जनाब हमने मुश्किल हालात में इतना कामयाब इलेक्शन किया, तो दीजिए लोगों को इनाम, करिए 4G दोबारा चालू, कम से कम हमारे बच्चे ठीक तरह से पढ़ पाएंगे, हमारे बिजनेसमैन ठीक तरह से अपना काम कर पाएंगे, हमारे मीडिया वाले अपने स्टोरीज भेज पाएंगे, हमारे डॉक्टर दुनिया भर का रिसर्च करके यहां कोविड का मुकाबला करेंगे. एक तरफ से तो आप कहते हो कि जमहूरियत की जीत हुई है, डेमोक्रेसी हैज वन, दीज वर पीसफुल इलेक्शंस, हाईली पार्टिसिपेटेड. On the other hand, you still deny us even the basic facility of 4G internet. So you are, not, the BJP itself contradicts its own stand. What government policies have been rewarded? हमने तबाही और बर्बादी के अलावा यहाँ देखा क्या है इनसे?
What will be the next step of the PAGD? Because do you think that
we are meeting tomorrow?
You will start the work for the assembly?
We are meeting. No, assembly elections. There are no assembly elections on the horizon. मैं तो मान के चल रहा हूँ कि फिलहाल assembly election नहीं होंगे. We have always maintained that we believe in democracy, we believe in the rule of law, we believe in the supremacy of the constitution. We have always said that this is a political fight and a legal fight. We have fought it politically by fighting these elections. We will continue to fight it legally with the cases that we are fighting.
And the one and last question, if the PAGD or some other people will start work, whether it is for assembly election or any other development activities of the party, do you think you people are somewhere weak, which results you could not manage to win the seat somewhere where you were expecting? And most probably particular times we have seen for last 2 months, whether it is Mehbooba Mufti ji, Farooq Abdullah ji want to do something, they are being targeted, barriers, detentions. Still, you have a disturbed
Well,
atmosphere.
this is not a normal atmosphere, and this was not a level playing field for this election. The BJP and its King's Party was given all facilities, all security, all protocol, and the alliance candidates were locked up in hotels and stopped from campaigning. When Mehbooba Mufti Sahiba wanted to go somewhere during this election, they put vehicles in front of her gate and illegally detained her. We've seen what central agencies have been doing here from time to time. So let's not for a moment suggest that this is a level playing field that has been given to us. But in spite of that, we have overcome these barriers and will continue to fight.